I see that. There we go. How's that, chat? Thankfully, this is a little bit of an easier audio fix this time. All right. So you have Sinbad, Sherlock, and Medusa. I have Robin Hood and Bigfoot, and then for my final pick, I'm gonna take Alice. Yeah, let's go with this pick here. All right. So we have our fighters. Let me just find this. There's the delete button. Now let's go into our blind ban with the opposing fighters. All right, I will give you your cards there. My pen don't seem... Oh, there we go. Just was working now. All right, so you have your ban. I have mine here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Classic. And then I think we do a map ban before our picks, right? Or like before we choose our fighter. It looks like it here. Yes. Ban one map each. So you get to ban the first map. What is your decision? I'm guessing that's Sarpedon. Perfect. And then for myself, let's look here. I would like to ban... Let's ban the Yukon. I'm getting rid of the Yukon here. All right. So the official pick ban is all done. It is time to choose our fighter. Blind pick fighters for the first game. Perfect. So let's get right to it here. So we have our first fighters. And we'll reveal. Nice. Okay, so we have a Sinbad against Robin Hood. And I guess I get to choose the map and the starting position, huh? So Sinbad versus Robin Hood. No Sarpedon or Yukon. You know what? I think we're going to go on the Raptor Paddock. So let's do that. Oh, I totally got rid of all my objects here. Perfect. So, generic map, Raptor Paddock, right here. Let's lock it in. And then between first and second, I am going to choose second. I would like to be right there. So we have Sinbad and Robin Hood at the Raptor Paddock. Let's give them a good shuffle. And the last thing we have is our keep and mulligan. Do this. All right, I'm ready. Nice. So we'll both keep our cards here. And then just placing our sidekicks. So you can place yours first. Okay. And then go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, perfect. I am set to go if you are ready. Perfect. So we're getting started. Robin Hood against Sinbad at the Raptor Paddock. You're taking a maneuver action. Oh, I'm just going to quickly set up a window here. You can, if you want to move right away, you can do that as well. Let's see if that's set up right. Perfect. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to need this. Sinbad is attacking. Which outlaw? That one. Okay. Perfect. So we're attacking this outlaw. What could this be here? We'll do this. Nice. So you have the Voyage to the Cannibals with the Root of Madness. You can move up to 2 spaces, and I have Wily Fighting. So my after combat would go first. You'll take 1 damage, and then you can choose to move. Nice. I shall maneuver. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move him there. We're gonna move Robin Hood this way. Move that outlaw right there. I have these 2 outlaws left. What's Sinbad's right there? Okay. Where do I want to move you guys? I shall move. I'm gonna move this one just 1 back, and then we're gonna have you come right up to Sinbad here, and I am going to attack Sinbad with this outlaw. All right. Nice. So you have there's a feint against a snark, so that is going to be 1 damage. With that snark. Yep. And then I don't get to draw a card because you had feinted my ability, and it is your go. Okay. So you're gonna attack. I am going to let this one slide. You can take it. Ooh, nice. Oh, good regroup. So that's outlaw's gone. Yeah, that was a really great regroup right there. And then you're going to draw and maneuver. I was curious what that card. Yeah, that's right. You fainted here. My turn, eh? Alright. You are on a yellow space. Perfect. I shall maneuver. And again. And it is your go. Okay, so we have a maneuver. No, that's right, you can move up to 3. That's correct. Alright. You're going to attack that outlaw. I will defend with this one right here. So we have Toil and Danger, move Sinbad up to 3 spaces, and Defenders of Sherwood. So there is no, nothing's going to go through damage-wise. I guess my after combat will go first. I'll draw 1 card, and I am going to place a defeated outlaw anywhere I choose. I'm going to place him right there, trap him in. And then you can choose your Toil and Dagger. Ha 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 ha, I gotcha. Toil and Danger, not Dagger. Perfect. Okay. Well, I am going to attack Sinbad with Robin Hood. Let's do this right here. All right. So we have a Hunter's Eye into a Toil and Danger. So that's, yeah, 2 damage. And you can move if you so wish. All right, moving right there. And then for my second attack, I am going to attack Sinbad with Robin Hood yet again. Ooh, that's a nice momentous shift. That's going to be another Hunter's Eye. Well done. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was a great momentous. It's your go. Okay. So he is attacking. I am going to defend. So we have Voyage the creature with eyes like coals of fire. I discard a random card, and I add another Defenders of Sherwood. Nice. So I essentially am just going to draw 1 card. And you get to discard one of my cards here. Which one shall it be? We have a Disarming Shot. Nice. So that is discarded. And I believe you still have 1 turn left. Another attack. Let's do this. Commanding Impact, you draw a card. I'm taking a regroup. He's gone. And we both get to draw. Haha. Nice. Okay, let me see here. Use that and a regroup, and you had a Commanding Impact on the Coals of Fire. Alright, well, I am going to attack Sinbad with Robin Hood. So you have an exploit. This is going to be an ambush. So I'm going to discard a random card and add that boost value here. You good with me just picking one out here now? Yep, here we go. And that's going to be a feint. Nice. I am happy with that. So no damage goes through. However, we did get an exploit and a feint. And you do, yes, draw a card. And then for my second action, I'm going to attack Sinbad with Robin Hood again. We're going super aggressive here. Let's see how this works. Nice, we got a leap away against another ambush right here. So I'm taking that last card here. Ah, Riches Beyond Compare. I was hoping for something different. That's all good. So, because you did win the, yeah, right? Because you won the combat, you can move either of our fighter. Oh, up to 4 spaces. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Nice. Okay, so we're seeing a retreat from Sinbad. It is also going to be your turn, my friend. All right. So we have a draw to hand. And a second one. Perfect. I'm going to draw as well. I'm going to go just slightly rotate this. We're going to shift it a bit. And then draw yet again for my second action. And it is your go. All right. It should be, I believe it's your go here. Unless you're thinking. I don't want to pressure you, but yeah. I drew 2. I had 1 card here, and then I did draw twice. I drew to maneuver these guys around, and then I did again. Yeah, I know it was very quick. I realize. Perfect. So we see Sinbad with a maneuver and move into the, at least from my perspective, the southeast side of the map. And another maneuver. Is there going to be movement? Oh, nope. It is going to switch over to myself. I'm going to draw a card from the deck. So this is my first draw. And you know what? I still have room to spare here. I'm going to draw one more time and stay there. I'm hunkering down here. I will, hold up, before you do anything, I might move one of my outlaws here. Actually, you know what? What spaces is he on? Okay, so he can reach there. I'm going to move this outlaw here, and this one right here, and it is your go. All right. Okay, so a second maneuver. So after a couple rounds of just hard hitting, we've just been maneuvering and building up our hands. A couple of we need that rest here. I'm going to maneuver. Ooh. Oh, what do I want to do here? I'll maneuver a second time, and it will be your turn. All right, so drawing. We both have 7 cards at this point. All right, Sinbad is attacking that outlaw right there. Now, what's this gonna be? What do you have here? You have a couple of voyages. You have the fortunes and fates. I'm gonna let you hit the outlaw. Yeah, sounds good. So voyage to the island that was a whale. So that means, yeah, you will draw, or sorry, you will recover 2 health as you just did. And this outlaw is gone. All right, on my turn, I'm going to attack Sinbad. With this one. Okay, so that's a toil and danger again. This is going to be a piercing shot. So no damage goes through. But you will get to move Sinbad, yep. And I get to draw 2 cards. And I'm going to use Robin Hood's ability here. I just want to see something here. In that discard. We have 1, 2. Okay. So I'm going to move Robin Hood with my after combat ability right here. And I am going to attack with Robin Hood yet again. So we have an exploit, you get to draw a card, and this is going to be a Hunter's Eye right there. So that's 1 more damage. Draw that card. And I'm going to move back here. I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. No, we're going to go 1, 2. All right. Your go. All right, so we're seeing a maneuver here from Sinbad. And where are you going? So you're moving right up to these 2 outlaws. Sinbad's going to attack this outlaw, blocking Robin Hood. Let's see here. What could you have? Similar to last time, I'm actually going to let this one hit Sinbad. Or sorry, let Sinbad attack. All right, so that's going to be an extra voyage card right there. So the outlaw is out here. We have voyaged to the city of the king of Serendib? Yeah, Serendib. Yeah, you get to draw a card there. And you still have one act. Oh, that's right. That was your actions there. Because you maneuvered, then attacked. I'm going to attack with my... I'm going to attack with my outlaw here. So we're going to see a regroup, and this is a snark. So that'll be 2 damage, and then we both get to draw 1 card. And then for my last action, I'm going to attack with the outlaw yet again. Ah, that's a great feint. That's going to be a highway robbery you just canceled. I was hoping that was going to be earlier. Haha. However, I will move this outlaw back a bit here. We're going to back it up. All right, and it is your go. Okay, so we have a maneuver. Porter looks like he's getting into the action, or at least moving around. Okay. I like the placement. And a second maneuver. All right. It is my go. I shall maneuver. And I am going to hit Sinbad with Robin Hood here. Okay. Ooh, nice. That's the last toil and danger you have, which means you're going to block the damage and move Sinbad the 3 spaces, that was really good timing for that. All right. And it is your go. Sinbad is attacking that outlaw. Outlaw's going to defend. We're going to see if we can stop. There we go! That was exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, oh boy. That's going to be huge. Okay, so I completely feinted the voyage home here, which means all the other voyage cards will stay in the discard pile. You still have a... did you maneuver for... No, because that was your first action. You had moved with the toil and danger. So there we go. It is your turn again, and we see a maneuver. And where is Sinbad going? Nice. My turn. I'm going to maneuver And we're going to have Robin Hood attack Sinbad here. With this right here. Taking it. That's going to be 3 damage from a snark. And afterwards, I'm going to go 1, 2. And it will be your turn. All right. So we're seeing a maneuver. Going down. Oh yeah, I guess you have 7 movement. Ooh, we're gonna bring the porter in. All right. Feeling the pressure. Let's see. And Porter is going to attack Robin Hood. I'm actually going to have Robin Hood take it. Oh, ooh, that's a good momentous shift. Shoot. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. Let's see how it is. I'm going to maneuver. And I'm going to attack Sinbad with this outlaw. Alright, taking that 2 damage from the highway robbery. And I'm going to move this outlaw 1, 2. And it is your go. So you're going to maneuver. And Sinbad is attacking Robin Hood. I'm going to hit you with a feint here. Ooh, nice regroup. So nothing's going to happen. However, that is a great feint. Feint into a regroup. That was a great bait right there. Okay, on my go. I'm going to maneuver, and this time, I'm actually going to boost that maneuver with Steal from the Rich. So I have 5 movement now. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. And I'm going to go 1 here. And I'm going to attack Sinbad with this outlaw. So we're seeing a leap away. That's going to be another highway robbery, my friend. So that's 2 damage to you. And I'm going to move this outlaw right there. And it is your turn. Just look through here. Okay. So we're seeing another attack against Robin Hood. Let's see what this could be. What are we thinking here? So you have 5 voyages right now. I will defend, but just give me a second to figure out what to do with this here. Should also see. One, two. Okay. Shoot, this is gonna suck if this doesn't work here. But man, I gotta go with the regroup. Yeah. Oh, and that's gonna be huge. Oof. So that's a 7. That's gonna be. Oh, that's gonna be it. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Oh, I even had the feint here. Oh no. I totally thought that I was gonna save it for that last one because I didn't think of that 2 damage. I was thinking for this one at Valley of the Giant Snakes, I should have, and there was that momentous shift. I was also thinking of that. That's gonna be it. Because that's gonna be 6 damage from the combat and the 2 from the after effect. Wow, absolutely fun game. I should have played the feint. That was so good. All right, now I guess I have the hard task of having to beat Medusa 2 times in a row. Oh, uh, we'll see here. You've been playing perfectly so far, like just as you needed to. Uh, all right, so game 1 is in the books. We have a Sinbad who beat Robin Hood. All right, that means you are Medusa. So you get to play as Medusa. I do get to pick this first map though. So this could be, let's see what can happen here. But man, this is gonna be very interesting. I'm almost thinking Sherwood Forest, but no, actually, you know what? Never mind. I have a new idea here. I think I'm going to pick either the bronze or Heorot. Let's do this one. Let's do Heorot. I'm pronouncing it terribly probably, but here we go. And I'm playing as Alice this time. We're gonna see if we can clinch a win. Maybe I can use that to my advantage here. Throw you off your game with the map you dislike. Actually, the doors stay open. Okay. This is not looking good, but we'll see how this ends up. And then, I would like to go first. It'd be my pleasure to go first. Let's try this here. All right, and let's reveal. Nice. So we're going to keep this hand right there. I'll place the Jabberwock right here. Okay. You're ready to go? Alright, so I guess I am starting here then. I'm going to start with a maneuver. Oh, and Jabberwock gets set to 8 health. So we have that. I'm going to move Alice this way. So go 1, and I'm going to close this door 2. And I'm going to have the Jabberwock hit Medusa. Let's see if we can make this work here. Nice, a hiss and slither off the bat. I'm going to have a Jaws that bite. So I will get to deal the 2 damage, but you will force a discard out of me. And not a random one, as I learned last time I played Medusa here. I'm going to just get rid of this regroup. And it's your turn. One damage to Jabberwock. Nice. Okay, so we have Medusa hitting Jabberwock for this first combat. I am going to defend. So we have a dash from you up against a skirmish. So no damage is going to go through. However, if mine says if I won the combat, I can choose to move them up to one of us up 2 spaces, and then you can move Medusa 3. I'm going to move Medusa 1, 2, and then you can choose to dash as you wish. Nice. I like it. And then you're attacking... Oh, the Jabberwock. Oh, yeah, you can do that. And this time, I'm going to let it slide. You can just attack him. I'll take it. It's a second shot. Are you going to boost it with the Hounds of Mighty Zeus? So that's going to move him all the way down to 1. So Jabberwock doesn't look too great right now. All right. It is my turn. I'm going to maneuver. I'm already going to discard this Drink Me here to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm going to attack Medusa. Oh, I was hoping you didn't have a defense. This is going to be Make Some Foe. So I'm going to blind boost this. This is already a 5 as it is. But we're going to increase it by another 4 with a Snicker Snack here. Wow, indeed. So that's a 9 damage attack against the Snipe. So that's going to be a total of 6 damage. That's a lot of damage. So, there we go. I'm okay with that. And yeah, it is your turn. Oh, actually, yes, you have the Snipe where you get to draw a card. Perfect. So now I maneuvered and I attacked. It is your turn. Okay, so we have the maneuver. All right. And we have a Harpy attacking the Jabberwock. Jabberwock's just gonna die. This is gonna be the end for him. So I'll let this pass through. And there's going to be another dash here. So you get to move that harpy. Nice. Okay. I'm actually going to hit this harpy with Alice. So that's just going to be other side of the mushroom. So the harpy's done. I'm going to change size. So I am small Alice, and I can move up to 3 spaces. I'm going to go just 1 here. Which zones are you in? Okay. So we'll go there, and I'm going to... Actually, no. I want to stay there. I'm going to stay here, actually. We're not going to move Alice here. I am going to maneuver, however. And I'm going to move in here and close this door. So that's going to be 1. And I believe I can... Did I have to change size after you move 3? Theoretically, yes. So either way, I am small. But, yeah. I'll essentially stay there, turn small. Maneuvered for my second action here. Alice is going to go here for 1, close this door. Do I want to? I'm going to keep her right there, and it is your turn. All right, so it is your draw. Going to open that for 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, like that. Nice. And Medusa is attacking Alice. Alice is going to defend here. So we have a snipe. Draw a card into an Alice. So I will take 1 damage. I'll move up to 5 spaces and change size. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and stick around there. Oh, I'm small, so 0 damage. Oh, wrong way. Thank you for noticing. But I do change size now here. And you get to draw a card. Alright, my turn. Let me just see what you have here. So we got 1, 2, 3. So we got 2 of those. Okay. I'm going to maneuver. And maneuver again. Okay, your go. So we have Medusa maneuvering. Ooh, setting up for a pin, potentially. Or maybe it's just the 1. Okay. Alright. And the harpy's attacking Alice. At this point, Alice is actually going to take it. I am okay with you hitting me here. Hounds of Mighty Zeus, that's going to be 4 damage. And you get to move each harpy up to 3 spaces here. Okay. Interesting. I will attack this harpy right here. Yeah, it's going to be a skirmish here, which means I'm going to move 1, 2. And then I shall maneuver for my second action, and it is your go. All right, so we're going to see a maneuver. We're seeing perhaps a retreat here. And another maneuver, drawing up to 4 cards. And I believe that... Oh, you were just taking out that door. I was going to ask if there was a... Like, if the door was in the way, I think the ranged... Or, like, you couldn't attack ranged. But now that's not going to matter. Right? We're going to maneuver. What can you all do? So you can red and orange. What do I want to do? I think we're going to go 1, 2. And I'm going to maneuver again. One, 2. And it is your go. I'm going to pass the turn on to you. Okay, so we're seeing a draw from Medusa. Okay, I'm going to see close the door. Or, I see. 1, 2, 3. That closed door. And Medusa is attacking Alice here. I will defend with a looking glass. Oh, nice feint! Wow! You were on point with the feints. Oh! Okay. That's crazy. Okay. That's when you faded the voyage home, right? Oh boy. Boy, my plot's getting foiled all over the place here. Alright, we're gonna maneuver here. I am big. I'm gonna move right into here. And Alice is going to hit that harpy right there. With what though? Let's Mm. Let's see it through with this one. Ah, I was hoping you'd defend. Okay, so Frab just stay. The Harpy's gone for sure. And I will turn to small here. And it is your go. Yep. There we go. So you're going to attack Medusa. I am going to defend here. Nice feint. So nothing goes through. And then she's going to attack Alice again. This time I'm going to be the one to have a feint here into a gaze of stone. Nice. All the feint games. This is good. Oh, this is intense. Perfect. I am going to maneuver. And maneuver yet again. And this time I'm actually going to open the door with one of those maneuvers and just stay there. Whew. Okay. Lots of good back and forth. I'm very curious as to how this is going to end. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we go. All good. So we have a maneuver and a second maneuver. Perfect. My go, I'm going to maneuver as well. And a second time. Okay. It is your turn. Ah, okay. I'm going to maneuver. With a boost. So we're going to take this door out. Come right up to Medusa. And we are going to attack Medusa with Alice. Alright, so we have a hiss and slither. I'm going to be late here. So here we go. Nothing happens damage-wise. I have the pleasure of discarding a card. We'll discard this one. And then I'm going to move Alice up to 5, which is going to be right there. And I'm going to change size. And it is your go. Oh. I'm going to maneuver. And a second time. Okay, it is your go. Winged Frenzy. Nice. Ooh, that's going to be a good place. All right. And a maneuver. Flipped perfectly. All right. Oh, okay. Finish that off. My turn. All right, I'm going to maneuver. And I will boost with an Eat Me. So we're going to do this. Get rid of that. And go all the way there. Let's see here. What do you have as defenses? I'm then going to attack Medusa with Alice using this card. All right. Dash. This is going to be another Manxome Foe. So this is already a 5. Let's see what happens here with another 2. So that's a 7 attack against 3. You're going to take 4 damage. And you get to move your fighter. Nice. I like it. Okay. With the ability. Okay, so I'll take 1. So we have a maneuver. Okay, and we have an attack here. I am going to defend this with a feint. So you will deal 1 damage for sure. But I don't want to discard any more cards than I have to. Alright, my turn. I am going to take a maneuver action. I will boost. Yeah, I'll boost this one. So 1, 2, 3. Open the door. Come on, I want to grab the door. There we go. 4. And I'm going to attack Medusa. There's a feint. Nicely done. So this is a momentous shift. However, that will still be a 5. Yeah, that would super close. The clutch feint in there. Are you down to 1 or 2? Did I have you at 3 or 4 health? Oh, it was 3 damage. That's why. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. I just thought it was a 2 damage attack. Either way, it is your turn. We'll take the ability right here. Nice. How's this gonna end? So we're having an attack. Medusa is gonna take a shot at Alice. And I will defend with my second looking glass right here. Ooh, this is gonna be huge. So this is a second shot. Gaze of Stone, that's a 7 attack with a 2 defense. Wow! Unbelievable. Oh no! No! I thought I had it. Because I was literally gonna take the Eat Me and then play another Momentous. Oh no! But yeah, there was no other way to. I guess yeah, I should have maybe played that Momentous right there. But that was well played. Although yeah, good games. Wow. Yep, that's it. So close. Good games, man. Another win for you in the books. Oh. Yep. Yep. It was a good game. I had lots of fun. Those were both exciting matches. It is an honor to play and to lose to such a worthy opponent. It's so good. Yeah. Nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Mathematician. I had a blast to play against you. These were both very close, down to the wire games where like any of the decisions could have flipped it either or. Um, yeah, phenomenal job. Really well done. Yeah. All right. So that is going to be the end of the stream. See you later, Mathematician. Yeah, a 2-0 sweep. And that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.